is the Greek Podcast. I am the Greek. This is my boy Ryan. We are sponsored by Brayman Motor Cars, West Palm Beach, and Jupiter. Your next new car should be a Brayman. It'll be a great experience. It's one of the biggest things you buy in your life for most average people. Not him.
For me, it's my suit.
Forget about it. I mean, most average people, a car, it's a big thing. And of course, we're at New York Prime. Mother's Day. I hope you had a nice Mother's Day. Came here. Today's show is a little bit about people who are influential, who can make people do things and not even realize it. That's why I have this man, because I think he is an individual who can make anybody do anything, and they don't even realize it. I bet the under in the Patriots 11.
Buy Scotch tape.
I love the Patriots.
Loves them.
I bound them every time in the playoffs.
Every time.
And he got me to bet the under, and not even told me. He just said, I got this for X. The money doesn't matter. And then I said, okay, it's in. I put it with my buddy in New Jersey, and he goes, okay, by the way, I only want half. What?
You'll be selling that bet. We will be selling that bet in week 6.
Week 6.
For money.
Yeah, he's crazy. So when you go into a lot of meetings, you feel like you have an advantage over the person? Now be honest, because I know you do.
Yeah.
Okay, you have an advantage.
Yeah.
Now you have a number in your head or a line in your head, like where you're going to go for a negotiate. Just for an example, because again, you are an influential person. I've seen you in many meetings. I've seen you talk to people, and not where you're taking advantage of people. You're just influential, and you know your homework. Is that one of the things?
In every conversation, there's one guy being sold and one guy doing the selling.
Yes.
And I don't care if you're on a date with a girl, if you're at the dentist,
Yeah.
whatever it is.
Yes.
It's life is a negotiation.
No, it is a negotiation.
Life is a negotiation.
I've always got the short end. Every time. I think I'm like 2 and 14.
It's quantity, not quality. If you get the short end of a good stick, you're in good shape.
Okay. So going in when you're talking to these people and you feel you have the upper hand, what makes you believe you and know that you have the upper hand? Because you've done this for a long time. Wall Street, cigars, different things you're involved now, the cemetery.
Erosion.
The cemetery you're ahead because once they're gone.
We've never had a return.
Never had a return.
Never had a complaint, never had a return.
No return.
No, let me tell you something. That business, though, that business is of all my businesses, that's the toughest one.
Well, because it's
That's a tough business. I mean,
very emotional.
yeah, I mean, you're never like, no one ever, look, everyone has to pay their taxes and everyone has to prepare for the end.
Yeah, it's a sad thing.
So, but it doesn't have to be, because if you take care of it early enough in life when you're healthy, you can just make it. It's like life insurance.
Yeah.
Right? You're paying for it, you're never getting the benefit. So, no, but going back to your question, I mean, listen, if you go into a conversation, you go into a meeting, if you go into any negotiation where you go in trying to get one over, you can't be a winner. You can't come out a winner, right? So, my partner Jason, who I know you talk about on the radio, and
Jason,
everyone out
great
there knows
guy.
Jay. I mean, Jason made a statement a long time ago. We've been partners for 12 years, and his statement was, a deal is a good deal when both parties are slightly upset.
Yeah.
And that's a true statement. So to answer the question, if you go into a meeting knowing, or if you go into a negotiation knowing that you have to give something up, you have to be fair.
Sure, of course.
Right? So you walk into it knowing you have to be fair.
Well, both sides have to give something up in a negotiation.
Yeah.
But I'm talking
Except at the blackjack table.
Yeah, okay. But I'm talking about more of influence where you have influence over people, over a situation.
Decision making.
Yeah, over a situation. What you're talking about negotiating one-on-one. I got to give up something.
No. I mean, even in a group setting. I mean, listen. I was the keynote speaker at a conference last week. I spoke to 550 engineers. Right, and
that's a lot of people.
You get up in front. I got the suit on. I did the whole thing.
I'm
talking about my gear, and obviously my goal. Sorry about that. My goal is to influence them
to purchase,
use our product.
Of course,
but you have to be able to, you got to know going in when you're having that conversation that your product is better than the competition.
Yeah, so you got to believe in that.
And right, so never represent something that isn't high quality, never get involved in something that's low class, and never do anything, and never get involved in anything, never talk about anything that you wouldn't want your kids to find out about because you want them to be proud of you.
Of course.
So if you live your life in a world that for the most part is good, what are you going to worry about?
Yeah, okay, but I'm saying you're still avoiding the question. What gives you the advantage is what I'm asking for.
I'm freaking smart. I got an answer for everything.
Are you smart? Are you dealing with people who are not as smart as you?
I've been in the gutter with a gun in my mouth and I got out of it, okay? I mean, that is
Great. My worst thing
Chapter
was...
3, A Week with the Greek,
Yeah.
Ryan stories.
Yeah. My worst thing was I went to Gucci and they didn't have 9.5. Sweet. I never had a gun in my mouth in a gutter. I just think it's an art, and some people have it and some people don't. Like my boss, when I sit down with him and says, everybody has an agent, I wish you did, that's a compliment.
Right.
To me. That's
I'll
the way
be
I
your
look.
agent.
Yeah. Oh,
should be.
no way. No way.
I'll make some great deals for me.
Yeah, I'm in Pittsburgh tomorrow. I'm gonna buy a hot dog truck. Hey, it's a Greek, I'm live. Did we get paid for this? I did. Now, also with social media, there's a lot of girls out there, more females than guys, but it's happening, where they're hawking products. Big article this week, all over the papers. 200,000, 100,000 are
Crazy
making.
numbers.
And what do you feel the peak is of this, or where's it going?
Well,
And why do you think social media for people, you don't even know if they're on that?
it's the whole Kardashian theory. I mean, all you have to do is make a lot of noise. If you make enough noise, enough people are going to listen to you.
Yeah.
And the only way to make that much noise is to speak to large audiences. And the only way to speak to large audiences is if you're a preacher in a giant church or if you're on social media. So
With a lot of followers.
So with a lot of followers. But you can build those followers. I was on, Evan, my buddy, the artist, right?
Yes.
I was on his Instagram page today. He's got like 350,000 followers.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
Yeah, sure.
That's a lot of people
Sure.
watching what he's doing. I
Yeah.
mean, and he's doing cool stuff. So, but I mean, I know what you're talking about, like people who are getting paid for posting videos on
Sure.
YouTube, and people who are getting paid to just talk about stuff
So
they wear. On
I mean, if you get a certain amount, then they contact you.
Yeah.
Like you have enough views.
They call you.
Yeah, it seems like it's better with women and not being stereotyped. Just that you see a lot of girls with sexy pictures. Guys are following them. I told Francis, who does my show, I always say you'd be a great influencer because you got a great look, and people want to see that. I mean, it's the bottom line.
I also think that for the most part, women will follow women and women will follow men.
Yeah.
Men.
Not going to follow too
Unless
many
you're
guys.
right, unless you're a famous athlete.
Yeah, yeah.
And I mean, like I think about, I'm not really that good. I mean, people think I'm good with social media. I'm really not.
Yeah.
Like I don't look at Instagram daily.
No.
My wife and kids are on Instagram all the time.
Yeah.
I look at it probably once a week,
Yeah.
maybe.
I don't even have.
I don't even know it. I don't even know how it works. Like
Yeah.
I still can't figure out how the Snap Twitter, whatever it's called.
Snapchat,
I don't use that stuff. So.
Yeah.
But I should.
I tweet for Tito's. I get paid every year. Thank you, Tito's.
There you go.
But again, I just see where it's going. I also think like people following more and more something that you're into, and I have a big passion for on both my shows, 940 Wins, Real Radio, is sports betting.
Yes.
Now, sports betting with social media is getting tremendous.
Huge.
And people more following people, paying for picks. I mean, doing things in game.
And that's the question is I guess if you're good, those whenever you sit down at the blackjack table, they say, what does the book say? If the guy who wrote the book was so smart, he wouldn't have written a book, right?
That's right.
And when you talk about sports betting, if you actually are having a halfway decent year at handicapping, and you finish the year well, you're going to have a massive next year.
Of course.
And that's all. You're as good as your last trade.
Yeah, that's the bottom line. Again, like I always tell people, you know what? You bet who you like, because if I tell you and it loses, I'm not paying.
Right.
I mean, that's the bottom line.
Right.
And one thing he didn't influence on was the Super Bowl, because I took the Patriots, and I almost switched. He has a knack of just like peppering you. Like when you're in a fight, somebody goes, bop, 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 bop. And I was like, I don't know. Because I don't like to bet against him. Early on
But he did.
But I did. For early on in our relationship, we used to bet straight up, like a nickel. Remember years ago? And it was friendly, it was good, but then we're like, nah, we don't want to do this anymore.
The only reason we bet together is because we don't want to pay the juice to another guy.
That's it. That's the bottom line.
Look, it doesn't matter who wins or loses,
That's right.
as long as it's just
we
like,
save $50.
That's exactly right.
I save $50, I'm winning. You lost 500, but
Right.
I'm saving 50.
Right.
It is the Greek Podcast. We are here all the time at New York Prime. This is a great place for any occasion. Remember that. Mother's Day just passed. What's next after Mother's Day? Father's Day. You should take care of Dad. Don't forget him. He's the guy who usually pays the bills and gets the short end of the stick.
Does that include Stepfather's Day?
Yeah, every
So
day.
you're going to get some love from the kids?
I probably wouldn't get anything, to be honest with you.
to let you use their 80-inch TV for a night?
No, I wouldn't get anything. I won't get. Great kids, but they're just kids. Now, you're a great dad, and I respect that. I respect everybody who's a great father. I've always said that for years. You're a great dad. You've done a good job. You and your wife,
Appreciate it. Yep.
3 beautiful daughters.
Yep.
You know what? And God knows where they're going to end up. But you've done a good job, and you care about your kids, and you can notice that. I always notice when somebody's a good parent, just the way they're talking. I mean, people say something. My dad was sick. I used to go to the hospital 3 times a day. People go on to him and say, man, some parents, nobody comes 2-3 weeks. I thought that was so sad. I mean, and it's just the way you're raised.
Yeah.
I mean,
look, you got to manage your expectations as a parent. Like you said, you don't know where they're going to end up. The 2 places you don't want your kids to end up is prison and Chapter 11. Right. So, listen. I mean, you got to manage your expectations. Yeah.
I mean, you got to do expectations.
Yeah. If my kids are on a pole, they better be what are that?
Fenway Park.
Vaulting.
Fenway Park at the
vaulting for a gold medal over a very high bar.
Not any other pole. Remember that.
No.
Chris Rock said, "What's your goal? Keep my daughter off the pole."
That's it.
It is the Greek. It is Ryan. We're at New York Prime. Always sponsored by Brayman Motor Cars, Jupiter, West Palm Beach. Going to take a little bit of a break, and then we're going to come back. We're going to talk about the NBA draft. Can somebody get Zion Williams? Will be the Knicks. I hope the Miami Heat. I will buy season tickets with his money. Return. Peace.
Brayman cares by supporting our community, gifting 2 BMWs to the Teacher and Employee of the Year once again. Yes, Brayman cares.
Enjoy exceptional BMW offers during our Spring is in Full Swing sales event at Brayman BMW, West Palm Beach and Jupiter. BraymanBMW.com.
Brayman cares in supporting our community and donating 2,800 meals this month to Feeding South Florida. Yes, Brayman cares.
Enjoy exceptional offers of up to $3,000 during our Spring is in Full Swing sales event. BraymanMini.com, West Palm Beach.
It's a great podcast. We're back in New York Prime. Great night here ahead of us. Make sure you stop by here for any occasion. You have a great steak. Food's so good, cows want to come in. And always sponsored by Brayman Motor Cars, Jupiter and West Palm Beach. Don't forget that. Now, Ryan is also the owner, actually, and of Brickell Prime Cigar with his buddy, Jason.
Okay. Yep.
And with Monte Cristo, who bought you out over here. Now, some things going on where Monte Cristo might be selling. And the speculation and rumor is, what's going on? And it flies like wild.
I've gotten a lot of texts.
Yeah, you got a lot of texts.
When are you buying it back? When are you buying it back?
Where's my cigars, by the way? I thought you got them.
I have them in Miami.
Oh,
come on, we'll go down.
All right,
See you guys later. No, I do. I got 500 of them in Miami.
Okay, great. I'll end up getting 8.
No, I'm selling them to you. You can have them all. So news came out last week on the wire that Imperial Tobacco, which is the parent company of Monte Cristo,
Yeah.
they own the entire Cuban production. Habanos SA.
Which
they
is
own,
huge.
Huge.
Beyond
I mean,
belief.
they own Winston-Salem. They own
a lot.
It's a $40 billion company.
There it is.
So the premium tobacco division is like a $2.5 billion division.
Yeah.
And they came out last week and they said as part of their planned divestiture, they are selling the entire premium tobacco division, including the Cuban production.
Wow.
Including Dominican production, Honduran production, Nicaraguan production, Connecticut production, all of the U.S. assets like H-Up and Monte Cristo, Romeo and Juliet.
So this
Trinidad,
is a huge price tag.
everything. It's like a $2.7 billion figure.
So how many people can really even step into
Well,
this?
I mean, and at least $1 billion of that value is a Cuban monster entity, so no U.S. company can touch it.
Oh, wow.
It has to be foreign.
Wow.
And so of course when people saw that, my phone started blowing up. Make him a deal. So I called my guy and I made him an offer.
And what did he say?
He said GFY.
Now you would buy it back.
I'd write a check tomorrow.
You would?
Absolutely. With your money, I'd buy it.
Oh, yeah. I'm getting gas with change. Believe me when I tell you. I set up one of my pockets. So
I made him an offer.
Yeah, so you would have no problem buying the place back.
Sure.
You would just be like,
It was a great business.
Yeah, so
Why
go
wouldn't
right
I buy
back
it
in.
back? Yeah.
But doesn't that say in a way you should have just never sold it?
No.
No?
I'm not buying it back for the same thing I sold it for.
That I know. Again, the beginning of this podcast was people who do deals. I think you're losing money on that. But do you miss it? The business, or just having someplace to hang your hat?
Look, we still have 2 of them in Miami, 1 of them in New Jersey, so I'm not out of the business by any means.
But that's your flagship.
It
you're
was
close.
around the corner, and it was kind of, I held court.
Yeah, every day.
And I was kind of the mayor of Prime Cigar Boca.
Sure.
But no, I miss it. I miss the, look, anytime you walk, when you walk into the station, everyone's like, Greek.
Yeah.
It's
a nice
when you're
feeling.
Norm, when you walk in, and it's like everyone loves you, and very unconditional, and listen, we provided a great product.
You did.
Great
business.
I'm not going to comment on what they've done with it. They run their business their way.
Sure,
I
you
run
do.
my business my way.
Of course, different.
And I wish them well, and
Yeah.
I think that. But yeah, I mean, I buy back.
So you would buy back.
Absolutely.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it was a good business.
Again, because I think it's also your ego a little bit says, hey, it's okay. It's like me. I dated a lot of girls that I redated. And a lot of my friends would always be like, why do you do that? And I don't know. It just ended up happening. I don't think I had a lot of, first of all, I didn't have a lot of bad breakups.
No.
So if you don't have bad breakups, it's easier. But it was also like, I know you're a little, this run's done. And then we would circle back and, but I did it a lot of times.
I mean, look, unless someone does something to you, like really wrong, nefarious, just something bad.
Yeah.
You always leave a relationship the way you entered.
Yeah, sure.
Right? Because you never
Just like
know.
a job.
Yeah, it's a bridge. You know?
Yeah,
you don't
yeah,
wanna,
you're right.
don't burn it. You want to use it later. And when I did this deal with Monte Cristo and we sold Boca, everyone was, how could you do it? You sold out to the man. I go, relax.
Well, the man had a paycheck. I mean,
the man had a check.
Yeah, yeah.
And
It's easy to say when your name's not on the check.
Yeah, of course.
When your name's on the check, you're like, hey, let's do it.
Absolutely.
Bump, I'm out of here.
Really? You're going to pay me that for that?
I'm
No,
out.
I mean, it's,
I gotta go. There's
and,
no
it was
doubt.
and it was an exciting deal. I mean, listen,
Yeah.
just being able to negotiate with a $40 billion company.
Oh, I remember from the very
sitting
start.
at the table.
And it took time.
Oh yeah, it took a long time.
What would you say? It took a year?
Over a year, yeah.
Yeah, I remember when it first happened.
Yeah.
I mean, we were talking, and this might happen, and this and that, and then gradually, like I said. But again, you're one of those guys, and I've been told this, where I rather deal with you on Monday because you're going to pepper the hell out of the person. And obviously, these are all compliments because that's the truth. It's Monday, you're going to be like, okay, Tuesday, Wednesday. You're like, okay, you know what? By Friday, you put your hands up, you go, go ahead, I'm out.
But you know what? Look, I'm not going to say that I'm I'm not a lay down opponent. I'm not a pushover.
No,
but
far by anything.
I'm honest. I'm fair.
You're a
and
gladiator.
But I'm
You're Russell Crowe.
I'm a gladiator. But if you drop your sword, I'll wait for you to pick it up.
That's nice.
Because I'm not, I'm not looking to hurt anybody.
Now we got the Super Bowl coming up, 2020. It's going to be a huge thing. How big do you think that's going to be in Miami?
I'm sorry, I had a Jets moment there. What's that?
How big is that going to be?
Imagine the Jets in Miami.
Wow.
Oh God, it would be so.
You better get Super Bowl tickets.
I'm working on it. I got a guy.
Working on it. Come
I got a
on.
guy.
The World Trade Center was built quick.
Oh,
you put
buddy.
together $1 million deals. Oh my God.
I have people. Listen, sometimes you got to answer to people, and I got people I got to answer to.
So what do you?
I really am working on it.
How big? Oh, you told us by June 15th.
Crawling to the table.
How big do you think the Super Bowl will be down here? Huge, right?
Probably the biggest thing to ever hit Miami.
Yeah. Now, if the Jets go, no matter what, you're there.
Oh, God.
Forget it. You're there, no matter what.
Black Monday, sleeping in a tent 2 weeks before, looking for scalpers. Absolutely.
What's the most you would pay for a ticket?
For a Jet Super Bowl?
5?
10,000.
10,000. You have no problem paying 10,000.
For the right-
Wow.
for the right
Next thing you
ticket
know,
to
we'll be
the
getting
Jet
sea bass.
Absolutely. One of these days. Please bring the fish.
Yeah, come on in.
Yeah, they'd rather see you than us. What's your name?
Danielle.
Danielle, this is Danielle. This
Danielle
is a great
with our
podcast.
Yes.
All right. Careful.
Nice
Is
to
that
meet
a
you,
hot
Danielle.
plate?
Very hot.
So Danielle, you guys do fish as well as steak?
Yes.
It's the best sea bass I've ever had right here at New York Prime.
Would you like another plate to share?
No, I'm okay. I got this.
We'll pick.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks, Danielle.
Thanks,
Bite
Danielle.
at least.
Oh,
Thank
we will.
you.
We'll share. Thanks for your time.
So you would pay 10,000. Wow.
Yeah, I mean,
For two tickets or one? One.
No, per ticket. I would no, but like if I'm going to the Jet Super Bowl,
Yeah.
I'm going one of two places.
Where?
Like 50-yard line, 6
Because you
rows
know that's
back.
it. The last time was 69.
I wasn't born, and I'll probably be dead.
That's it. That's it.
My one chance.
You got one chance.
That's it.
So it's either 60, it's either you'll pay 10 grand.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a high number.
Yeah, for the right ticket. For the
Yeah,
right
you would get
ticket.
the tickets
Absolutely.
anyway. I mean,
Yeah.
there's no doubt about it. But no, I think it's going to be huge. I don't think the legislature is just closed for the summer or for the season, so I don't think sports betting is going to kick in. But you never know what the governor.
I don't think it'll go. I don't think it'll even be on the docket again until
Next year.
September, or
Yeah.
whenever they come out of come back into session, October, November, whatever.
Now the following year, I believe it's in Tampa. Super Bowl.
Oh, the Super Bowl is in Tampa the year after.
I believe
Miami?
so. I think
Oh,
it's
wow.
in Tampa. I'm not sure. It's in
Wow.
Tampa one of the upcoming
Jacksonville
years.
hasn't had one yet, have they?
No, they had one years ago.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, I ended up going. My good buddy Scotty from Neuros took me on a private jet. They played
Oh,
on
nice.
Oh, it was awesome. What a great day.
How were the flight attendants?
Oh, awesome. Everything was great. I mean, we were there. We left at West Palm. We were there in 39 minutes. Came
Oh,
back.
right.
My car was waxed. Unbelievable. 50-yard line, 8 rows back. Sick. Sick. Great experience. They played the Eagles that time.
I don't know what to say.
You can't beat it.
It's a bucket list item.
Oh my God, I was coming back and he goes, answer the phone. They answer my phone. He goes, Greek, your car's washed and waiting for you. I walked off the plane 3 steps. My car was running and ready to go. It was unbelievable.
Nice.
I mean, you can't beat it.
Nice.
I mean, I came home and I was watching highlights on ESPN.
Right.
So, I mean, it was like
And
crazy.
they kept zooming in on you.
No, they weren't zooming at me. God, they weren't even looking at me. They were like, screw. So Super Bowl here, Tampa, and then a couple years, obviously, the draft. The draft next year is going to be in Vegas, and the Super Bowl is going to be in Vegas in 3 years.
3 years, yeah.
Imagine how big that's going to be.
Insane. But I got to tell you, I think Miami is going to be off the chain.
Oh yeah, it always will.
It's early February.
Yeah.
The weather's going to be beautiful.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
The last 2 Super Bowls have been
It was
brutal.
raining, yeah.
I went to one when it was the Bears and it rained. Unbelievable. And then I went to the ones with New Orleans and it was cold that night.
Yeah.
It was like 50.
No, I mean, yeah. Listen, February it could be 40s or 50s.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah.
Just no rain.
No.
I mean, that's the whole thing.
But
it just
it's-
seemed like years ago, because Miami's had 11 Super Bowls, and you go back when they played in Miami, played in Pittsburgh, and it always seemed like it was so nice the weather.
Right.
And it is nice. I mean, it's just we haven't been getting the breaks. But I think, the city's excited. Obviously, they're going to do so many things.
They got so much stuff.
You guys
going
are going to
on.
be slammed.
We're already planning parties. I mean, there's so many parties, private parties, public parties.
Oh, yeah. Ball players coming in.
Oh, yeah, we got ball player parties.
Oh,
we got
yeah,
all
you're going
kinds
to be
of
packed.
parties.
I bet you
Yeah.
Ray Lewis, all those guys.
Yeah, I mean, well, Ray won't be there because he's obviously going to be up involved in the experience. But
Yeah, but I'm saying, I'm sure they're going to have nights where they're going to have parties. Guys are
Oh,
gonna
yeah. You know what? It's funny. I wonder what Ray, I got to reach out to him because I wonder.
I'm sure
our
I do.
venue's not big enough because his Ray Lewis Super Bowl parties
has one every
are
year.
like 10,000 people.
Oh, yeah. But I'm saying there might be guys one night,
Yeah.
a couple
Oh,
hundred,
yeah, I'm
400
sure
or
it'll come
500
down.
people, to be packed.
Absolutely.
I mean, that whole month you'll feel the excitement.
Crazy.
And especially if it's big teams.
Yeah, and especially if I get some tickets and do some stuff with
Well, yeah, well, that's up to you, buddy.
stuff and things and
I
stuff.
mean, he's got things he's got to do.
I
Don't
got
forget
things.
it.
I got stuff.
So, what is going on in Miami, Brickle?
I'd love to tell you. No, I will tell you this.
I can always count
I
on
will
a
tell
couple
you this.
things.
You know, it's funny. I literally just texted my operating partner, and I'm like, dude, send me the calendar so when Greek puts me on the spot, I can actually respond.
I don't think I put you on the spot. You own the thing.
Yeah.
It's like asking you, how old are your kids?
Like,
I'm not sure.
I got 3 of them.
I got 3 of them.
Combined, like 40 years old.
It's the NBA draft tonight, and we are hoping, it's not going to happen probably, odds are against us, that the Miami Heat get a good pick. They got 1% chance out of 14 teams. The Knicks, Phoenix, and Cleveland have 14% chance to get Zion Williams. He is a stud. How big, money-wise, would you say, like somebody like New York, if they get him, it's billions?
You know,
over years.
and the value of having him on the team.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I would think anything in professional sports that's newsworthy, that's top.
Oh, yeah,
top
he's huge.
3 items.
Yeah.
Extrapolates into significant dollars
Yeah.
for the franchise. Absolutely. Yeah.
I mean, when the Heat were in the NBA Finals, they said every game was like almost $2 million.
Listen, when the Heat were in the finals and it was going Game 5, Game 6, Game 7.
Yeah.
It was like $15,000 a night for a small business like ours.
Oh, yeah, that's
so
a
you're
lot.
talking about a $90,000 item.
Yeah.
That if the Heat weren't in it, it would have been a $5,000 or $6,000 a night. But
Yeah.
because they were,
Of course, they're
No,
partying,
it's-
they're hanging out, everybody's having a good time.
No, it's huge.
That's what it's all about. It is the Greek Podcast every week. We appreciate you guys listening and watching. Today was about influence, and this guy's got a lot of influence. We'll see how much he has in the next month, by the way. Again, got me to bet the Patriots under 11.
And the Jets over.
What? Jets over's no big deal. I was betting that on my own. My wife's like,
the
my
one.
girlfriend was, my wife says, why does he need you? It's Ryan. I said, believe me, I'm telling you, it's not all me. You know how hard that is to convince somebody? It is the Greek Podcast. We're at New York Prime, Braman Motor Cars, Jupiter, West Palm. See you guys next week. Hopefully things work out for us in the NBA draft, and the Miami Heat get a good pick. Hear you on the radio, baby. Peace.
We have over 100 Porsches out of the sun and rain in our 6-story parking garage.
So it's easy to find your dream car at Porsche West Palm Beach.
Porsche West Palm Beach, the #1 Porsche certified pre-owned center with the largest selection in Florida. Visit BramanPorsche.com.
It's easy to find your dream car at Porsche West Palm Beach.
We have over 100 Porsches out of the sun and rain in our 6-story parking garage.
Porsche West Palm Beach, the #1 Porsche certified pre-owned center with the largest selection in Florida. Visit BramanPorsche.com.